Are you someone who feels that you're being underpaid in your current job and you want to negotiate with your existing employer for a salary hike? Or are you looking for another job in the industry and want to know how to negotiate to get the highest possible hike in your next job? But in both the situations, you've always found yourself short of words. Then please listen to this video till the end and know what not to say when negotiating salary to get the best possible outcome. Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel Rise and Shine, where you get all answers to transform your life for the better. Please subscribe to our channel by clicking subscribe button below and press the bell icon to get the recent updates from our channel. In this video today, we will cover the below topics. When is the best time to negotiate salary if you are negotiating with the existing employer or with a potential employer? And the top 6 things not to say when you want to get the best result during salary negotiation. So let's start with the first topic for today, which will help you understand when is the best time to negotiate salary with your existing employer. You need to be very alert to pick the best time, as the right timing is very critical, especially if you're trying to negotiate without another backup offer in hand. If you have a backup offer in hand, it is usually seen that people's confidence level is higher while negotiating the salary. Isn't that obvious? I mean, I always know that I just need to weigh between two options, right? But in case you do not have another offer in hand, then you need to ensure that your recent performance has been extremely good, your project's quality and timeliness has been perfect, you have not goofed up anything recently, and also that your immediate stakeholders are very happy with your overall performance. All this means that you are an important resource for them, and finding a replacement would be far more expensive than giving a hike to the existing good resource. See, how they evaluate it is that getting a replacement would involve hiring costs, training costs, and paying as per the new industry norms, and not to forget the increased time, effort, and hassle for the project manager. And even then, they won't be sure if the new resource coming in would match up to your efficiency and other traits. So, in short, even if you're an average performer, just find the correct time and go ahead to negotiate to get paid what you actually deserve. Now we come to knowing the best time to negotiate salary with a new potential employer. Basically, the time between getting an offer from the potential employer and you accepting the offer is the most critical time, as this is the best time for salary negotiation. By this time, you know that they have spent so much time, cost, and effort on you that they are looking forward for you to join them and start contributing to the team now. See, every hiring manager always makes a salary offer with a buffer in hand, as they mostly expect a salary negotiation coming in from the candidate. You just need to use this time to your favor and go ahead with negotiating the salary. Also, please ensure that you do not divulge your expected salary numbers at the beginning of the hiring process. Even if they insist, just mention as per industry norms, and this is completely negotiable. And we can talk on this once you have evaluated my suitability for the current role. This actually leaves some room for you to play around with the numbers once they have actually decided on rolling the offer to you. So just wait for the right time before hitting the nail at the right place. Now moving to the most interesting topic for today, the top 6 things not to say when you want to get the best result negotiating your salary. Honestly, I feel that most of us don't even realize that using these words or phrases actually broke the almost final deal for us. So what are we waiting for? Let's start with looking at the words or phrases which are not to be said when negotiating your salary. So the first one is no or I am sorry. Anything that sounds negative is usually not taken well by the hiring manager. They may find you to be very rigid, obstinate, or low on self-confidence. They may even feel that you won't be a good team player or be flexible to manage different kinds of situations at work. So just as you should not be too quick to say a yes, be very careful to avoid using the taboo word no when negotiating salary. Also, using the phrase I am sorry implies you being apologetic for something not in your control, which doesn't really leave a good impression on the hiring manager. Another common mistake we make is by saying, I have a lot of other companies trying to recruit me. By using this phrase, you may feel that you are increasing your worth in front of the hiring manager, but please understand that he may feel that you're too arrogant and have a superiority complex. These traits are not liked by the companies nowadays, where they want their employees to be more and more modest and candid and not arrogant at all. Even if you want to use this as a bargaining tool, rephrase it as, I have another offer that will pay me X amount, which is higher than what you are offering me, but I think this job would be a better fit for me. This will at least give a positive and humble impression to the hiring manager. So please be careful of the words and the tone being used. The next phrase not to be used is, the least I'd be willing to take is. Now, this is a very tricky statement because if you share the minimum amount you would be okay taking, then there is a huge chance that you would be offered that amount only and nothing more than that. The last thing you would want to do is lowball yourself. So make sure any number you mention is at the higher end of what you are actually willing to accept rather than the lower end. So even if they offer you that number, you will still be in a win-win situation. The next statement is, the problem is. So even before joining the company, if you're talking about potential problems, then they may feel that you're a very pessimistic person who would most of the time see the glass as half empty rather than half full. This would spoil your impression on your potential manager even before you have joined his team, which is something that you really would want to avoid. So instead of talking about what's wrong, focus on what's right with the potential job or what you can bring to the table to make the position even better. Moving to the next one, which is, I don't know. This phrase makes you sound like too ambiguous and unsure of what you really want. This may also lead to the employer losing confidence in their decision to hire you. I mean, if you're looking for a job or a hike in the existing job, you are expected to have done some research before asking for it. So a phrase like I don't know won't go down very well with the other person and could close the negotiation discussion sooner than you would want. Coming to the last and the most important phrase to be never used while negotiating salary, which is that all? Now, this is the most demeaning phrase you can use in front of your existing or a potential employer. You asking for a salary hike would not hurt them as much as this phrase would. So whether you're using this phrase in reference to the salary or the position being offered, try to avoid giving the perception that you are grasping for much more than the job may offer. While you may want as much as you can get, but please don't insult the employer by belittling the offer that they have made. So that was all for today. Look out for another video from us for tips on what to actually say while negotiating salary to get the best results. Keep watching our videos and keep growing in life. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe to our channel, Rise and Shine. You can also leave your questions, comments, or any topics you would like to hear from us in the comment section below, and we will be happy to address them in our upcoming videos. Till then, stay good, stay safe.